your mistress, bad luck seems to be your wedded wife. Misery's your mistress and she's causing you a mess of stress and strife. Time to change your attitude and bring a little joy into your life. Your lifetime to change your attitude and bring a little joy into your life. Time to change your attitude and bring a little joy into your life. Change your attitude and bring a little joy into your life. Into your life. Playboy Club in New York City, 1962. Finally living in New York, it's my dream come true. Just moved up from Baltimore, just turned 21. My life has finally begun. The Playboy Club is full of bunnies hopping round all night. Young ladies dressed as bunny rabbits, fluffy tails so white. Their costumes so revealing that no secrets do remain. You play the bass, you slowly go insane. Life around the rabbits ain't as funny as it seems. Soon I find I'm talking to Bugs Bunny in my dreams. All those pretty creatures so close yet so far away. Life gets more confusing day by day. The pressure keeps on building in me as the nights go by. Soon I cannot even look a rabbit in the eye. So I go to a shrinker and start spilling out my guts. He says, son, I think we're going nuts. We're going nuts.
Hello.
He says you need a change of scenery, the Grand Canyon would be nice. But someplace far away from bunnies, drinks, and tinkling ice. There's got to be a better place for you, God only knows. Someplace where the waitresses wear clothes. Tell no one your problem, just pack your bass and quit. Zip that case around the base, pick it up and split. So I told the leader of the band I simply had to go. Packed my car and drove to Mexico. I filled my brain with desert sand, then drove up to Pikes.
I had to interrupt this program to bring you a message. Because of matters in the office tonight, I was not able to prepare a thing for the show other than make up some videos earlier this afternoon, which are very, very interesting. But I don't have a whole lot going on here. But I didn't even get the videos into the the software. It's not hard to do, but I can't do it and play. I know what I'll do. Give me about 5 seconds, and we'll play some music, and then I'll get the videos in. So I need about a few seconds just to create a different scene. Okay, I'll be with you in a minute. So it's called movies. It's called videos. videos, because I got 2 good videos, really good ones. I'll be with you in a second. Okay, now I can be heard, and now I can be seen. I'll be seen in a second. And now into this scene, we're going to introduce a very interesting video. Oh, I could just, oh no, create new, sorry, gotta create a new. Da-da-da-da-dee-da, da-da-da-da-da. I haven't heard that song in a while, and I like it. I like that song. Oops. Why can't I find one? Oh, there it is. 8 terabyte library. Videos for $5.85. And this is a very interesting little video, because I've never seen this before till tonight.
All right.
Sorry.
This is from an old Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers epic,
right now.
circa 1936.
I don't know
a movie
why.
called Swing Time. Now in this
Maybe you're
one,
hearing it and I'm not.
Fred Baby is once again
Yes,
in
this
hot
place.
pursuit
I'm
of
just
Ginger Baby and not doing too well. So he enrolls in the dancing school in which Ginger Rogers is a dancing teacher. Are you ready for this plot? Walks over, pays his tuition, grins sheepishly, and sings. Hey teacher, teach me something. Nice teacher, teach me something. I'm as awkward as a camel. That's not the worst. My 2 feet haven't met yet, but I'll be teacher's pet yet. Cause I'm gonna learn to dance or burst. And Ginger sings, what other things are possible I have found. When your chin is on the ground, you pick yourself up, dust yourself off, start all over again. Oh, don't lose your confidence. If you slip, be grateful for the pleasant trip. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, start again. Work like a soul inspired till the battle of the day is won. You may be sick and tired, but you'll be a man, my son. Will you remember the famous men had to fall to rise again? Take a deep breath, dust yourself off, take a deep breath, pick yourself up, start all over again. And Fred sings, I'll get some self-assurance if your endurance is great. I'll learn in easy stages if you're courageous and wait. To get the strength I want to, I must hold on to your hand. Maybe by the time I'm 50, I'll get up and do a nifty. Ladies and gentlemen, the niftiest, Mr. J. Leonhart on bass. That sounds suspiciously like Johann Sebastian Bach. How I love Johann Sebastian Bach. Johann Sebastian Bach. Johann Sebastian Bach. Let's do a little more, John. Will you join us on J.S. Bach? Now, work like a soul inspired till the battle of the day is won. You may be sick and tired, but you'll be a man, my son. You remember the famous man had to fall to rise again. Take a deep breath. Dust yourself off. Take a deep breath. Pick yourself up and start all over. Start all over. Start all over. Yeah! No way I could do this without the greatest trio in the world, Mr. John Campbell on piano, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, you've heard the brilliance of Mr. J. Leonhart on bass, the best. And my super drummer been with me for about years. And I stand for Donnie Osborne at the drums, if you please.
All right. Okay. Wasn't that fun? Didn't we all enjoy that? God damn. It's another world, another human being. Let me see. 31 years ago. That's all. 1989. I was born 40. That'd be 49. 30. Yeah, that's right. Oh, well. C'est la vie. Mel made singing look so effortless. Open your mouth and the words come out in key. That's right. You were on 4. That's right. You see how I spelled Maryland? Merlin? Balmer Merlin. I was on 4. You bet I was, hon. You bet I was on 4. Did I tell you the joke about the 3 wise men who came to the baby Jesus in the manger? But they were all covered with soot and everything. They looked awful. And Mary looks up and says, "Oh, you guys look terrible. What happened?" And they said, we just came from afar. Brr, boom. Brr, boom. I've always loved that joke, mind you. I've always felt very close to that joke. And so anyway, there's Mel. What happened to this microphone here? Oh, it's not on. It needs to be on. This needs to be on too. Is this on? Yes, it is. You see, I like to, when there's no audio, I like no audio to be in stereo. I'm sorry I missed you today, John. It just things got hectic around here, and I had to help Vaughn with school, and I really needed the help, and I did it, and I had to miss it. Rum pup. Thank you. Thank you, Bill. Glad you got it. You probably got it. You probably didn't. Listen, now the trick is I'm now going to take that media source there. Oh, this is tricky. I can do this. Now I'm going to take the other media source, which I really want you to see. I really want you to see this. I've got to go over here and get another video that really is very, very interesting. And you're going to thank me for this. You are going to thank me for this. Wait till you see this one. Okay. Here it comes now.
The word base means bottom. Architecturally, it's the lowest part of the building.
Okay, come on now.
Musically, it's the lowest voice in the orchestra.
Where is he?
It's the lowest human
1, 2, 3,
voice in the
4, 5,
choir.
6, 7.
It is supporting.
Mill?
It should be identifying. It's
We can't
made
hear
to
you.
support
Oh, I see.
the rest of the singers.
Situation.
And it should be
You guys can hear
strong.
him, I can't.
Like architecturally, if the bass is strong, the building won't stand. So consequently, with a bass, I tried it, and this is what in jazz, with the great jazz bass players like Mr. Zardis, like Wilman Bro, like Pop Foster, like Bill Johnson, like the great bass player that was with Paul Whiteman, Brown. These great players played, identifying the band. can play right on top of that. Everybody know where it was. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Then when the bands begin to, instrumentalists begin to, this is when the band is playing. So you should be very plain to identify the chord, and the trumpets and the trombones and the saxophones all playing. Now when one individual begins to play, and he's soloing and creating his own style, the bass should also support him by playing 4 beats. Now different instrumentalists like different sounds on the bass in the 4 beats. Some people like what we call pedal point, where you play, if you got a B flat chord and you got an F chord, a B flat chord has got a B flat in it, and an F chord has got a B flat in it. So now for those 2 chords, I can play a pedal, what we call a pedal note. The pedal note would be B flat. E flat. And some bass, some instruments is like for you to build like a rocking chair for them. It's 1 in 5 or 1 in 4. The tonic and the subdominant or the dominant. Then some like something like you to run a scale for them, so they know it. If it's in B flat, they want you to play the whole B flat scale for them. That's harmonically. And as we say in bass, everybody plays, the saxophone plays a dozen choruses, the trumpet player plays a dozen choruses, the trombone plays a double choruses, a dozen choruses, and everybody plays, and when you've been playing for 20 minutes, a half hour, then they turn to you and say, you got it. So you got to have enough stamina to take your solo. So whatever it is, you try to think of something you can be creative about. If it was my solo, I might remember what Paul Forster did and what Mr. Zardes did with that slap bass, so I might go into something like this. That's the way they did it. And I say, well, maybe I do a little bit of that.
I win. I'm in love with you. That was pretty great. I just realized that. Did anybody hear Milt? Did nobody cared about Milt? Okay. Anyway, that's all right. What I learned is that Milt played the slap with his index finger, which is a hell of a lot stronger actually than your middle finger, and he would boom, blap, boom, blap, boom, blap, boom, boom, blap, boom. And I asked him once to show it to him. He wouldn't show it to me. Sounds like an overlay feeling as an MC. So anyway, I think I'm going to study. I want to see if I can get back the slap bass using the Milt Hinton technique. I think I'll do that. I think I'll give it a try. Look, my face is almost clearing up. Just the red is just wants to go away. Something fierce, and it's going away. Love the judge. Oh man. Phillipsburg has been slow to get COVID shots. That's right up near, you know where, Hope. Good. Toshi, yes. I'm sorry. I was nothing. Okay. So let's. Right. If you didn't slap, you were out of it. Bill, do you ever slap the bass? I wonder if you ever slapped the bass. Because I was getting okay at it until I sprained my finger. But now I'm going to try again. I'm going to try. Where's my bow pusher? What do I do with the screen pusher? Oops, I found it. Ooh. Yeah, I'm sorry I missed it, John. It's just a cute little thing to know how to switch a half step going across the strings on a bass, because you could. Isn't it interesting how if you play the bass for a minute or so, your intonation gets better? You start remembering, oh yeah, bass. It's a bass, and you got to put your fingers in a certain place. Let me get this cable out of here. That's a good exercise. That's a good exercise. Just going down a half step, but changing strings doing it. Boy, there's a lot of good stuff in that. Well, that practice never hurts. And the Milt goes like this. It's the first time I've ever successfully done that with the index finger. Now I'll break up. No, I won't dislocate this one. I don't think. But this one got tilted. Ah, the idea. See, with my middle finger, I close my fist. But with the index finger, you can't close your fist because you need the balance of all the fingers flailing. And you're going to get a callus in a different place because you're picking here instead of here. So. So, you have to build a callus. I have to build a callus there. That's like, that's the equivalent of a piano player learning to play stride, although this is easier. I'll get it. My strings are a little close. Okay. So see what I learned today, just by playing you the Milt Hinton video. I didn't plug in. Let me plug in my. Wait a minute. I forgot to plug in. I didn't have time to plug in my Ethernet cable. Now you see what's happening is right now it's going through Wi-Fi, which I have a very strong Wi-Fi. But once I plug the little cable in to the router, you watch. All the red lights stop beeping. All the red lights stop beeping on the computer. I'm looking at, I see nothing but beautiful yellow and, oops, there's a red light. But I'm glad I found those two videos. I also found some. I was searching around today. I took an hour to just look for stuff. And I found a very pretentious video about Leonard Bernstein and the filming of West Side Story, or the recording of it or something. Oh, it's pretentious as hell, but it's interesting. And then I saw Charlie Parker and Coleman Hawkins, Alex Coleman Hawkins playing, and now I found all kinds of beautiful videos that would really be kind of fun for us to watch. Charlie Parker, and there's an interview of Charlie Parker, which turned me around because it showed me how bright and intelligent a fellow he was. And I just had a picture of him as a seriously great jazz musician and a total junkie. And turns out he was very well spoken, Very smart. I mean, you've got to be smart to play that way. But I never heard it. Till all of a sudden I heard this interview and I'm like, oh, holy mackerel. And then I found another song, which I have to see if I can read. Oh, I don't have my really good reading glasses on, but that's my excuse. Got my excuse now? No reading glasses. But here's what I want to do with the trio also, because recently we played at the Deer Head and we did, where has the time all gone to? Haven't done things, half the things we want to. Oh, well, we'll catch up some other time. I'll get flu some other time. This day was just a token. Too many words are still unspoken. Oh, well, we'll catch up some other time. Just when the fun is starting, comes the time for parting. But let's be glad for what we had and what's to come. What's to come. There's so much more embracing still to be had, but time is racing. Oh, well, we'll catch up some other time. And I ended like, oh, well, we'll catch up some other time. And into the solos. But it's taken me a long time to really learn that lyric. I wake up in the middle of the night and I practice that lyric. If I want to put myself to sleep, I sit there in bed and just study the lyric in my head. Like the first word of every paragraph. Where? This. Just. And, oh, I forget. Just. And the last lyric always gets me. There's so much more romancing. Where has the time all gone to? Second lyric. This day was just a token. Third lyric. Just when the fun was starting, comes the time for partying. Last lyric. This day, there's so much more embracing. See, it's a hard lyric for me. But I'm getting it, and I'm working at it, and it's really, it's working its way into my foggy brain, and I'm getting it. And you feel so mentally refreshed and so mentally sharp when you remember something. Try to remember something. Try to memorize something. So anyway, and now here's the next one. Here's the next standard I really want to sing with the group, because I love the sentiment behind this. It's written by Irving Berlin in, I think, 1938 or maybe 35 or something. I'll find out. And he could see that the world was going to be in war soon. And he predicted. I mean, I don't think it took much to figure that out. Now that I'm grown up and I see the potential that, like, Donald Trump put us into for war. And I know I shouldn't. I've lost 12 viewers on that one, but that's too bad. So Irving Berlin wrote the following song. Suddenly I'm burping. I may do it as a samba. Probably will. There may be trouble ahead. But while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music and dance. Before the fiddlers have fled, this is the best line in the song. Before they ask us to pay the bill, and while we still have a chance, let's face the music and dance. Soon we'll be without the moon, humming a different tune, and then there may be teardrops ahead. So while there's moonlight and music, and I always get messed up. So while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, So while there's music and so while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music and dance, dance. Let's face the music and dance. There may be trouble ahead, and while there's moonlight and music, but while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music and dance. Before the fiddlers have fled, before they ask us to pay the bill, and while we still have the chance, let's face the music and dance. Soon we'll be without the moon, humming a different tune, and then there may be teardrops ahead. So while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music and dance, dance. Let's face the music and dance. I love this song because it suddenly means he wrote it before the war. Soon we'll be without the moon, humming a different tune, and then humming a different tune, and then there may be teardrops to shed. So while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music. Let's face the music. I see. Let's face the music and let's face the music and dance. Let's face the music. Let's face the music. Let's face the music and dance. And let's face the music. Let's face the music. Let's face the music and dance. That's what it is. Let's face the music and dance, dance. Let's face the music and dance, dance. Let's face the music and dance. Ooh, I love it. I love that song. So that's going to be, so what would be? there's moonlight and music and love and music, music and love and and while there's music and love and romance, I see. See, I didn't know that melody. But while there's music but while there's moonlight and music and love and romance. Okay, I gotta learn that one. And while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, but while there's music but while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, do 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 dee da do dee da do dee do 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 dee da do dee da do dee do do do. Every I love being a bass player. The quarter notes are such a triumph. But while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music and dance. You watch. I'll have this memorized in a few weeks. Nice arrangement of it. Oh, it's going to be fun. Maybe I'll have to do Irving Berlin first. I'll do Irving Berlin and Jimmy Mercer. Johnny Mercer. It'll be my two projects. 2 shows of each, a complete show of each composer. And start with those 2. Because I'm just so taken with what's fun is I'm becoming so taken with Irving Berlin, and I hate him so. Didn't like him when I was young. Didn't like him at all. Oh. Huh. Before Lord God made the sea and the land, He held all the stars in the palm of His hand, and they ran through His fingers like grains of sand. And one little star fell alone. And one little star fell alone. Then the Lord God hunted through the wide night air for the little dark star on the wind down there. And He stated and promised He'd take special care so it wouldn't get lost again. Huh. Now a man don't mind if the stars grow dim and the clouds grow dim over. Clouds grow and the clouds blow over and darken him. Oh, now a man don't mind if the stars grow dim and the clouds blow over and darken him. See, I never know these words. So long as the Lord God's watching over him, keeping track how it all how it all begins. Oh, it's supposed to be E flat. Track of it all begins. But I've been walking through the night and day till my eyes get weary and my head turns gray. And sometimes it seems maybe God's gone away, forgetting the promises we heard Him say. But we're lost out here in the stars. And we're lost out here in the stars. Little stars, big stars, blowing through the night, blowing through the night. And we've lost out here in the stars. little stars, big stars, blowing through the night, blowing through the night, blowing through the night. And we're lost out here. and we're lost out here in the stars. And we're lost out here in the stars. Who wrote that? Kurt Weill and Maxwell Anderson. It's a little too I'll leave it to Jerry Mulligan and Bill Crow. I've been thinking about my dear old Uncle Jim, a man who led a sad and lonely life. He drank too much and never finished much of what he started. Divorced his only wife. He was my father's only brother, don't you know my mother? She never cared for Jim. 'Cause he drank too much, he divorced his wife. He never went to church once his whole life. They did not want us growing up like him. But to speak in his behalf, the man could joke, the man could laugh, and he brought joy into my life. What did I care if he drank too much and never finished nothing? Divorced his only wife. Divorced, what did I care if he drank too much and never finished nothing? Divorced his only wife. He and my father, see, they shared their similarities, but in most days it was like day and night. My father was industrious, earned himself a fortune. Jim just liked to drink and write. When Jim was young, he went to working at the local high school, selling life insurance on the side. When Jim was young, I went to work teaching. Then somewhere along the line, he quit his job. He changed his mind. Why I'd never say. When Jim was young, he went to work at the local high school. So something doesn't make sense in the rhyme, and I make everything rhyme. When Jim was young, he went to work at the local high school, reporting on the hot news of his day. When Jim was young, he went to work at the local high school. That's where long ago Jim changed his mind. Why I'd never say. What? Jim was young, he went to work at the local high school, the local papers. When Jim was young, he went to work at the local papers, reporting on the hot news of his day. Then somewhere along the line, we quit his job, he changed his mind. Why he'd never say. Oh, that's it. He taught at the papers first, then went teaching English at the local high school. When Jim was young, he went to work at the local papers, reporting on the hot news of his day. But then somewhere along the line, he quit his job, just changed his mind. And why he'd never say. Went to work teaching English at the local high school, selling life insurance on the side. Ended up selling life insurance to his friends, and was the only one who had none when he died. Once I went and lost the only thing besides his Mason's ring that ever gave him any pride. I went and lost the gun that he brought home from World War I. I told him one night he got drunk and cried. When Jim got drunk, he used to introduce me to his goldfish. Said he knew each and every one by name. He drank too much, but after his wife left him and his daughter took her life, well, life was not the same. Cancer finally got the man. He spent his final days shooting morphine, drinking booze. And in the weeks before he died, there was my mama at his side. She said, drink up, Jim, what you got to lose? Ooh. Which is leading me to say that I've been thinking more these days about my dear departed Uncle Jim. He drank too much and never finished much of what he started. And they named me after him. They named me after him. I'm proud to say they named me after him. Thank you. I'm very happy to have rehearsed that song. Very happy. Well, folks, we're having a meeting here at the house tonight at 8 o'clock, and I've got to. It's getting very late. It's getting very late. Hi, Tomoko. How are you, Tomoko? Miss Ono is here. She's had such a day. Her son graduated, I think, from his master's program. Woo! I will learn my parrot. I will teach my parrot to say tomorrow. Helmer, this message is held for review. Well, I'm not going to hold any reviews. It's time for dinner. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, 585ers. Better than ever. Thank you. I'll leave with a merry little song. Let me see what I can find here in my little something. I think seeing as how we're playing my own records. Let's just play my own records tonight. We'll start here. If you really, really want to cause some problems, if you really, really want to cause some pain, simply go down to your local airport and try to put a bass aboard a plane. Aboard a plane. The trouble starts when you approach the terminal. You won't find a sky cap anywhere, 'cause once they see the giant case in which you packed your massive bass, they disappear into thin air. Into thin air. So by yourself you lug it to the terminal. Let out a big sigh of relief. The ticket lady looks at you in horror. She stares at you in disbelief. She says, you're not going to put that on an airplane. No, 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 it's just too large, it's just too big. So you smile. She doesn't think you're funny. To her, you're just another sexist pig. She gets angry, calls her supervisor, who sees the bass and goes into a swoon. And the ticket they decide on for the plane you want to ride on costs you more than a ticket to the moon. Of course, nowadays we must deal with security. They see the bass, they start to drool. They want to give the bass a colonoscopy. And for those of you who don't quite get the colonoscopy joke, you'll get it soon. You struggle to be cool. This is not the time for getting angry. This is not the time to cause a scene. This is when you must turn into Gandhi, calm and placid and serene. Better yet, be Obi-Wan Kenobi. Use the Force to get him into line. Tell him, do not worry about the bass, it will be no problem. Let the bass pass through, it will be fine. It will be fine.
if you really, really want to cause some pain. Simply go down to your local airport and try to put the bass aboard it, try to put the bass aboard it, try to put the bass aboard it, try to put the bass aboard, try to put a bass aboard it. When you look in the mirror in the morning, I wonder what you see. 'Cause when I see you in the evening, you don't look so good to me. A poor soul all downtrodden and all wrapped up in his own misery. I hate to preach to you 'cause preaching's kinda rude. I hate to preach to you, but let me not be misconstrued. It's time for you to reach deep down inside yourself and, brother, change your attitude. 'Cause misery's your mistress, bad luck seems to be your wedded wife. Yes, mystery's your mistress and she's causing you a mess of stress and strife. Time to change your attitude and bring a little joy into your life, into your life, your life. Misery's your mistress, bad luck seems to be your wedded wife. Misery's your mistress and she's causing you a mess of stress and strife. Time to change your attitude and bring a little joy into your life. Your lifetime to change your attitude and bring a little joy into your life. And bring a little joy into your life. Change your attitude and bring a little joy into your life. Into your life. When you look in the mirror in the morning, I wonder what you see. 'Cause when I see you in the evening, you don't look so good to me. A poor soul all downtrodden and all wrapped up in his own misery. I hate to preach to you, 'cause preaching's kinda rude. I hate to preach to you, but let me not be misconstrued. It's time for you to reach deep down inside yourself and, brother, change your attitude. 'Cause misery's your mistress, bad luck seems to be your wedded wife. Yes, mystery's your mistress, and she's causing you a mess of stress and strife. Time to change your attitude and bring a little joy into your life, into your life, your life. Misery's your mistress, bad luck seems to be your wedded wife. Misery's your mistress, and she's causing you a mess of stress and strife. Time to change your attitude and bring a little joy into your life. Your lifetime to change your attitude and bring a little joy into your life. Attitude and bring a little joy into your life. Change your attitude and bring a little joy into your life. Into your life. Playboy Club in New York City, 1962. Finally living in New York, it's my dream come true. Just moved up from Baltimore, just turned 21. My life has finally begun. The Playboy Club is full of bunnies hopping round all night. Young ladies dressed as bunny rabbits, fluffy tails so white. Their costumes so revealing that no secrets do remain. You play the bass, you slowly go insane. Life around the rabbits ain't as funny as it seems. Soon I find I'm talking to Bugs Bunny in my dreams. All those pretty creatures so close yet so far away. Life gets more confusing day by day. The pressure keeps on building in me as the nights go by. Soon I cannot even look a rabbit in the eye. So I go to a shrinker and start spilling out my guts. He says, son, I think we're going nuts. We're going nuts. says you need a change of scenery, the Grand Canyon would be nice. But someplace far away from Bunny's drinks and tinkling ice. There's got to be a better place for you, God only knows. Someplace where the waitresses wear clothes. Tell no one your problem, just pack your bass and quit. Zip that case around the bass, pick it up and split. So I told the leader of the band I simply had to go. Packed my car and drove to Mexico. I filled my brain with desert sand, then drove up to Pikes Peak. I discovered the Grand Canyon, so I hung out for a week. I wandered around the painted desert, watched the cactus grow. Headed south to Mexico. Playboy Club in New York City, 1962. Finally living in New York, it's my dream come true. Just moved up from Baltimore, just turned 21. Ah, my life has finally begun. Ah, my life has finally begun. Da 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 da. Ah, my life has finally begun. Back in Italy of old, when men were brave and bold, and Columbus had just sailed across the seas, when ladies from Verona and gentlemen from Bologna was placed lutes and mandolins across their knees. They had lots of lutes and lyres, they didn't use amplifiers. It was a civil age. Violins and cellos were played by maids and fellows, and composers like Vivaldi were the rage. The year was 1550, and orchestras were nifty, and violinists dearly loved to bow notes. But the ladies and their fellows on their violins and cellos found they really couldn't reach the low notes. So one Gasparo de Salo did his intuition follow and set out to build a giant violin. The concept was outrageous, nonetheless contagious, and so inspired, he did begin, he did begin, he did begin, he did begin, he did begin. He whittled and he glued, he boiled and he brewed, he varnished, chipped and chiseled, bent and treated. He worked with great endeavor and get discouraged never, until one day he found the task completed. Yes, one day he was through and he brought it out to view, a violin like none had seen before. Its tone was rich and deep, right down where the fishies sleep, and oh, the depth it added to the score. To the score. People looked at it in awe, and they wondered what they saw, and they thought poor Gasparo had lost his mind. The man could not be serious, the man must be delirious. He started to unwind. Oh, Gasparo faced the facts. No one's going to play that axe. It's too heavy, it's too big. It's too clumsy, it's too large. You're gonna need a barge to get it to the gig, to get it to the gig, the gig. And while its sound is quite profound, just to lug the thing around has got to be a nightmare in logistics. The only willing players will be drunken dragon slayers, gladiators, flagellators, and sadistics. Then the local folks started making up bass jokes. It had to happen, don't you know? New jokes began to hatch like, hey, buddy, got a match? Or you should have taken up the piccolo. But Gasparo was no faker, but a real fine violin maker. He was no fraud or public menace. He he just kept on smiling while he watched his giant violin soon become the rage of Rome and Venice. And here we are today, many centuries away, and Gasparo's bass violin has made it through. You can pluck or you can bow notes, but you gotta have those low notes. And thanks to Gasparo, we do. Gasparo de Salo, here's to you. Oh, Gasparo, I thank you. I thank you. Big storm is brewing, the winds are Jamaican, palm trees are bending, soon they'll be breaking, the waters are rising, big wind is blowing. Mama, don't you think we ought to be going? Life on the coast, 50 kilos from Cuba. I'll walk away from my sailboat, my scuba. The storm and your fury are hopelessly blowing. Mama, don't you think we ought to be going? Yes, Mama, yes, Mama, Daddy is evil. He got the mind and the spine of a weevil. No, Mama, he did not give me a clue. Mama, what's come over you? Come over you.
Bye-bye, baby. Bye-bye, baby.
daddy's evil. He's got the mind and the spine of a weasel. No, mama, he did not give me a clue. Mama, what's come over you? Come over you. The breakers are broken, the jetty's near gone. Starfish are wandering all over the lawn. The storm and your fury are hopelessly blowing. Mama, don't you think we ought to be? Mama, don't you think we ought to be? Mama, don't you think we ought to be going? Ought to be going. Ought to be going. In the 1620s back in Holland, every Dutchman sang a song. They had all the money, all the milk, and all the honey. Those Dutch could do no wrong. That is until they fell in love with tulips, especially the more exotic breeds. From Amsterdam to Yonkers, the Dutch went totally bonkers, lusting for those tulip bulbs and seeds. It was not surprising that tulip prices started rising. Tulips were in such demand. Soon a little tulip bulb was worth its weight in gold. Things had gotten out of hand. The average Dutchman sensed a golden opportunity, a situation he could not ignore. Buy a tulip bulb on a Monday morning. The next day sell it for much more. Very quickly, tulip speculation markets did appear where people bought and sold with great abandon. People would do anything to raise a little cash, anything to get a hand in. Soon the Dutch economy was all tied up in tulips. Prices soared into the sky. People mortgaged, bought and sold, they begged, they borrowed, lied, cajoled. They would do anything to buy. I gotta buy some tulips. I really need some tulips. Then one dreary winter morning, the purser rang the tulip market bell. Suddenly nobody wanted tulips anymore. Just like that, the market went to hell. Collapsed, succumbed, disappeared, disintegrated, vanished. It was adios, Avita saying goodbye. Suddenly nobody wanted tulips anymore, and no one knew the reason why. The present owners of the tulips sat there quite dumbfounded. Gee, what do I do now? I owe a lot of money for this box of dirty tulip bulbs, and the only thing I own is half a cow. The present owners owed the previous owners who owed the previous owners. Liens and loans and IOUs prevailed. Now nobody had the cash to pay back what he owed because the tulip market had completely failed. So everybody started suing everybody else. What else could they do? everybody started dragging everybody else to court. Those who escaped the wrath were few. After 20 years of legal chaos, the courts in Holland finally decided that tulip debts were null and void and nothing was collectible, and that was the solution they provided. Oh, folks, it's over, finished, done, time to go back to square one. That's the deal, the song has now been sung. I don't care who owes you what, just go back to your little hut, maybe clean some fish or scrape some dung. Oh, the Dutch were disappointed. Things had turned out much worse than they feared. While everybody chased around looking for little tulip bulbs, the Dutch economy totally disappeared. Is there a moral to our story? A happy ending to our tale of woe? Have we learned a lesson? I really don't think so. Investment bubbles come and go, but greed intoxicates us so. I fear the answer would be no. Do, 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 do. It was my chance to join a band on tour. I never had been on the road before. To pass this up, I'd be a fool. Wasn't doing much in school. I knew this was my first big break. To pass this up would be a big mistake. I longed to see the land, so I joined the band. Take a long ride through the night. The road is slick, so hold on tight. Trucks pass by with little warning. 5:30 in the morning. Playing dances in Midwestern towns for folks dressed up in Western suits and gowns. Drive from Texas to Alaska, one stop in Nebraska. Atlantic City, play the pier. The diving horse is wild with fear, and my metabolism slowed from life out on the road. Life out on the road. Life out on the road. and cheap motels, tiny rooms with funky smells. A band of gypsies on the road, sell your body, sell your soul. Endless roads that never turn. You never stop, you never learn. And for lady friends, you got no time, right there in your prime. The road trip finally ends, and you find you've made yourself some lifelong friends. But you've turned from a prince into a toad from life out on the road. Life out on the road. Chaotic and most unprosaic, but another little piece in life's mosaic. Maybe someday write an ode about life out on the road. 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 Don't pull the trigger, please don't shoot me dead. I will be no use to you with a bullet in my head. Please don't pull the trigger, I'll tell you all I know. I left the money down in Mexico. Down in Mexico. Down in Mexico. I was in Helsinki when you first met with Svetlana. I was in Nairobi when the fools they called you Juana. I was in Rio on the day that you got shot. I watched the bullets dancing off your yacht. I was in Bermuda when you sailed out to the reef. I shot the boat full of the men so hell-bent on your grief. But now the hangman has his evil eyes on you. He knows about the party in Peru. Change the color of your eyes, pack up all your lies, put on your disguise and get the hell out of here. I say in your behalf, they've got your polygraph. They know all about your laugh, so get the hell out of here, out of here. Please don't pull the trigger. Please don't shoot me dead. I will be no use to you with a bullet in my head. Please don't pull the trigger. I'll tell you all I know. I gave the blueprints to an Eskimo. To an Eskimo. To an Eskimo. I was in New York riding in your limousine, doing all your dirty work so quiet and unseen. You go to Harlem and you do the dumbest thing. You shoot the man who wears the diamond ring. Hudson River barge is full of diamonds, full of lies. Hudson River barge is full of vermin, full of flies. So I negotiate, somehow you escape before they squash you like a grape. Change the color of your eyes, pack up all your lies, put on your disguise and get the hell out of here. Carlos has a plan, he's a very evil man. Like they say in Steely Dan, you better get out of here, out of here, out of here. Please don't pull the trigger. Please don't shoot me dead. Please don't move a muscle now. Please don't turn your head. 'Cause in the corner with his sight set right between your eyes sits Carlos in disguise. In disguise. See his evil look. See his dirty stare. Fall down on your knees and beg, he does not really care. I am sorry for the double cross, but money talks, you know. And now I must be off to Mexico, then to a rendezvous in Tokyo. And by the way, Svetlana says hello. Svetlana says hello. Robert Frost did right in settings beautiful and rustic. He wrote of rolling hills and green terrain. While poor me, I must do my writing in the chaos of the city, sometimes even on a subway train. How am I to ever learn about the woodlands and the falling leaves of autumn and such things sublime, when I must spend all of my life trucking around this dirty city, doing what I can to earn a dime, dime, dime. How did Robert Frost make payments on that little country house of his? Where did he get the dough? Could he go down to the country store and sell a poem saying, here's a nice one I wrote about the snow? Surely now he must have had a sponsor of some sort, perhaps a lady friend who simply rolled in bread. A lady friend to say, now Bob, why don't you take a long, long walk and write whatever pops into your head, head. She say, Bobby, don't you worry about the mortgage. Bobby, don't you worry about the bills. Bobby, why don't you go write a poem about the fences, about the neighbors and the rolling hills. Bobby, don't you worry about the dishes. Bobby, don't you touch those pans. Bobby, now it is not good that an artist like yourself should be walking around this world with dishpan hands. So you see, old Bob was free to follow through his fancies, wander through the woods behind the muse. Boy, if I had Bobby's life, I could follow through my fancies. Oh, to be in Bobby's shoes. Boy, if I had Bobby's life, I could be a hero. Go out and find my fortune and my fame. The only trouble is, I hear from people who have found it, is that everything in life stays just the same, same, same. Just the same. Just the same. Very few have lived to tell the story. There's not a lot of them around. So when they talk, I think we ought to listen very carefully, for what they have to say might be profound. people who jump from the Golden Gate Bridge and then survive the fall are kind of hard to find. One man tells us just what he was thinking as he fell, what was going through his mind. First of all, he says he jumped quite quickly, without a hint of indecision. Didn't linger, didn't wait, didn't stop to meditate, but jumped with purpose and precision. But as he fell, he says he got to thinking, as any self-respecting jumper might. In fact, he says his mind went into supersonic hyperdrive, hastened by the nature of his flight. As he fell, he says his whole life passed before his eyes, in an instant, in a flash. And that was when he did decide perhaps he jumped too quickly, perhaps he'd been a little rash. As he fell, he realized that for every problem in his life, solutions might exist. All of this occurred to him in the 3 seconds it took him to fall and disappear into the mist. Into the mist. As he fell, he realized that for every problem in his life, solutions might exist. And all of this occurred to him in the 3 seconds it took him to fall and disappear into the mist. And disappear into the mist. Into the mist. I guess it's plain to see that something's coming over me. Once I was fancy free, but now you've captured me. What is this thing about you? Why can't I live without you? I wonder if I shouldn't try to just forget about you. But that is not about to be. I see I'll simply have to suffer the consequences. I let down my defenses. Hear what I'm saying, baby. No question and no maybe. This time I know it's for real. Maybe I should run away to some exotic island and stay far away as I can from the flame. Sit and gaze into the ocean till I lose this crazy notion that we two might ever be the same. I guess it's plain to see that something's coming over me. No better explanation. It's not infatuation. Hear what I'm saying, baby. No question and no maybe. This time I know it's for real. I should run away to some exotic island and stay far away as I can from the flame. Sit and gaze into the ocean till I lose this crazy notion that we two might ever be the same. I guess it's plain to see that something's coming over me. No better explanation. It's not infatuation. Hear what I'm saying, baby. No question and no maybe. This time I know it's for real. Hear what I'm saying, baby. No question and no maybe. This time I know it's for real. It takes patience to make it through the trials and tribulations of the day. You got to find yourself a way to ease the pain. Have you tried cocaine, dear me? The funny powder free your nose puts hair between your toes, and it'll piss away your fortune. When I was younger, I took Dexedrine for thrills. I had a great big jar of pills down in the cellar. As it turned out, came one fateful day, I flushed those pills away down in the cellar. It takes patience to make it through the trials and tribulations of the day. You've got to find yourself a way to ease the pain, to free your brain from tension. Oh, there are so many ways to bend that head, so many ways to end up dead. And I don't want to go. When I was younger, it was Dexedrine for thrills. I had a great big jar of pills to make life hazy. As it turned out, found I had to change the rules. Mother Nature frowns on aging fools who get so crazy. It takes patience to make it through the trials and tribulations of the day. You got to find yourself a way to ease the pain, free your brain from tension. Need I mention all that can go wrong? You better learn to sing your song and set your poor soul free. You better learn to sing your song and set your poor soul free. Yeah. Set your poor soul free. Yeah. Set your poor soul free. Yeah. I set your poor soul free. South where I come from, it gets so cold in the winter that'll turn your hand numb. Farmer planted back too cold for cotton, and apple lie around on the ground getting rotten. Down in the South where I come from, just below the Mason-Dixon line, no mint juleps, just Yankee wine. Rednecks hiding out in the hill. The country town get drunk and looking for thrill. Down in the South where I come from, red dust spouting from a big steel mill. Red dust settle on your windowsill. Breathe enough of it till your lungs are filled. You could die with any luck you will. Down in the South where I come from. spouting from the big steel mill. A red dust settle on your windowsill. Breathe enough of it till your lungs are filled. You could die with any luck. You down in the south where I come from. It gets cold in the winter that turn your hand numb. The farmer plant back to gold for cotton. Apple lie around on the ground getting rotten and fighting with the Yankee be long forgotten. Down in the south where I come from. I said down in the south where I come from. Baby, I got the blues since I got the news. You've heard from the muse, now you're in Santa Cruz without me. Baby, I'm feeling bad, feeling so sad, and I wish I was dead when I hear what you said about me. Baby, I think I'm dying. Baby, tell me that they're lying. Oh no, oh no. Tell me it is not so. Tell me this empty bed is all in my head and I'm only dreaming. Tell me this empty bed is all in my head and I'm only dreaming. Baby, baby, I think that I'm dying. Baby, baby, tell me that they're lying. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Tell me it is not so. Tell me this empty bed is all in my head and I'm only dreaming. Tell me this empty bed is all in my head and I'm only dreaming. Only dreaming. Only dreaming. Dreamin'. Baby, baby, let me see that smile. Where is that look I have not seen for a while? Come on now, this is not a murder trial, just life, so let me see you smile. I ain't a-looking for no phony grin, just a gentle look that lets me in. When you're unhappy, I start feeling down. Oh, baby, where'd you get that frown? Come on, baby, make my day. These Splash some pretty colors on those clouds of gray. Come on, baby, what do you say? Let's chase those blues away. See it written on your face. Right now the world's a lousy place. You wanna take a rocket ship out into space and leave the human race. Okay, lover, look me in the eye. Okay, lover, we got to try. Let's not make this something that it should not be. This ain't a Russian tragedy. Come on, baby, make my day. Splash some pretty colors on those clouds of gray. Come on, baby, what do you say? Let's chase those blues away. I ain't a making light of how you feel. Oh, I know that mood is very real. But come on, baby, time to let me in. You know you always let me win. Come on, baby, this just ain't your style. Come on, baby, let me see you smile. See you smile. See you smile. Let me see you smile. I'm up here singing my song, searching for the truth, when suddenly I notice the couple from Duluth. They are sitting right up front, looking hard at me, and they don't understand a thing they see. They are not accustomed to the kind of songs I sing. They are more accustomed to Perry, Frank, and Bing. They will not get up and leave, that would not be polite. They're gonna sit right there and stare at me all night. So I will look right through them, I will act like they're not there. I will just ignore her and that Kansas Dust Bowl stare. He can just go back to mending fences on the farm. Those evil looks won't do me any harm. It's on days like this I wish that I was selling shoes. Makes me understand why people take up drinking booze. I am up here singing, I am pouring out my soul. He just wants to go someplace and bowl. And he got the shoes on.
will do my best stuff. I will make 'em laugh and cry. She's cleaning out her pocketbook. He's playing with his tie. I will do my best stuff, the stuff that never fails. He starts to clip his nails. It's on days like this I wish that I was pumping gas. So I try to hold my tongue and don't say nothing crude or crass. I'm trying hard to concentrate, but really I'm a wreck. Won't somebody please pick up their check? Waiter. Soon my set is over, so much for the truth. Time to bid a fond farewell to the couple from Duluth. He walks over to me as his wife heads for the door. He says, we loved your stuff and we'll be back for more. Oh, we laughed and cried until our sides were sore. Oh, we loved your stuff, we can't get enough, and we're coming back tomorrow night. For sure. Coming back tomorrow night. For sure. Guess I'll have to get my tuxedo pressed. I've listened to you try to tell me the reason that you're leaving. I really do care, but still I can't believe it, that you would really go away tomorrow or the next day. It seems like a silly story. You tell me about how you are going away to Acapulco, that someone's waiting for you with his love and arms open wide. It seems like a fable that only you'd be able to sit and dream up. Maybe it's really true, but I don't know you to be making up silly stories. I have to wonder, so you are actually going to go and leave me lonely? I don't guess that I can change your mind about the future. It seems you got your mind made up, and this time I'm gonna lose you. Do da do did. Do 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 It seems like a fable that only you'd be able to sit and dream up. Maybe it's really true, but I don't know you to be making up silly stories. Ooh, makes me wonder, so you are actually going to go and leave me lonely? Don't guess that I can change your mind about the future. It seems you got your mind made up, and this time I'm gonna lose you. This time I'm gonna lose you. Alone on my bed in a little motel room off Interstate 95, Virginia. Trucks passing by seem to shake the whole room. To get to sleep takes everything that's in ya. but the trucks passing by and their headlights on the ceiling ain't what's on my mind. It's my baby's voice and the way she was feeling when I left her behind. She cried, Jimmy, don't go away. She said, what you gonna do in New Orleans that you can't do in the city? Bet you got yourself another girl. Tell me, Jimmy, is she pretty? I'll spend tomorrow just like I spent today, driving on not knowing where I'm going, turning off and taking every side road I can find. All depends which way the wind is blowing. Oh, I know that woman thinks that I'm just running away. She doesn't understand how I could go. Doesn't know I love her more than I love life itself, but I guess I never told her so. She cried, Jimmy, don't go away. She said, what you gonna do in New Orleans that you can't do in the city? Bet you got yourself another girl. Tell me, Jimmy, is she pretty? Bet you got yourself another girl. Is she pretty? Tell me, Jimmy, is she pretty? Lonely rider sits and rides. The wind blows through her hair. She rides around in circles at a lonely county fair. She rides the only open ride. The fair has just begun. She rides around in circles neath the sun. Neath the sun. The Ferris wheel is motionless. A workman does repairs. Lonely rider rides a train that's seen 1,000 fares. She has no expectations, she just rides the ride. I watch the lonely rider and the tears I hide, the tears I hide. Rides a train with old paint peeling. She rides the train and knows not how I'm feeling. I watch the lonely rider and wonder who I see. I guess the lonely rider's really me, really me. Life in the Middle Ages, it's just outrageous. Life in 1383, it's as bad as life can be in the Middle Ages. Life in the Middle Ages, the plague is so contagious. You die and in the fire you'll be tossed. All the social graces lost in the Middle Ages. In my little village, we try hard not to think. In my little village, all we do is work and drink. Toil the soil and drink the wine. Pass out and everything is fine in the Middle Ages. In the Middle Ages. Life in the Middle Ages. One must be courageous. Now we're off to the crusades. Pillage villages and villages. The king rides into battle, and I must hold his sword. Do not worry, I will be right here with you, my lord. He wears all the armor, I'm the one who will be gored. But I won't be bored in the Middle Ages. Life in the Middle Ages. The plague is so contagious. Where did I get this nasty cough? Why is my right foot falling off? In the Middle Ages. Ah, the Middle Ages, such a peculiar fate. It's amazing anyone lives long enough to mate. Toil the soil and drink the wine. Pass out and everything is fine in the Middle Ages. In the Middle Ages. In the Middle Ages. Middle Ages. In the Middle Ages. In the Middle Ages. In the Middle Ages. In the Middle Ages. Mama, I pray you won't go away till we get a chance to sit and talk about life out in the big, mean, cruel world where a little girl like you would be free to find another kind of man, you know, one who don't care, no, don't really care about you. Mama, I pray that you will stay till I get a chance to show you just how I feel about you and all that you are. You, my shining star who lights the heavens, who wants to take herself away, oh no, into the world where she thinks she gonna find it. I'll let you go, be a hero, set you free to go and find the life that you want, free of all ties to the past, and hope that you don't last a day, a minute, before you turn yourself around and fly right back to me. Lord, I'm such a hopeless dreamer. There's gonna be trouble, I can feel it in the air. The owner's in the corner, giving me a nasty stare. There's gonna be trouble, you can see it in his face. Just 'cause there's 3 people in the place. I give him my best excuses. I say you've got to advertise. He says if I was famous they'd be here. Oh, the look in his eyes. There's gonna be trouble, this is where it starts. He's talking to the waiters, handing out the poison darts. Oh, there's gonna be trouble. He don't like my music, he don't like my style. He don't like my lyrics and he sure don't like my smile. He don't like my mama or the whole human race. Just because there's 3 folks in the place, there's gonna be trouble. Boss, I'm really sorry, there's no one here tonight. But the moon is full and all my friends are outside soaking up the light. Pests and vermin roam the streets, ferocious dogs run free, and that's the only reason nobody came to see me. There's gonna be trouble, lots of trouble. Oh. A room of empty tables, a room of empty chairs, a room of idle waiters, a room of nasty stares, candles on the empty tables dancing in the breeze. Won't somebody find a way to end my misery? The cook is smiling at me, teeth are flashing gold, fondling the butcher's knife so shining white and cold. People passing by outside, their faces dull and vague, looking like if they came in they'd surely catch the plague. Staring out the window, looking oh so glum. He don't like my music, he don't care where I'm coming from. I just better pack my tent and slip right out of here. The signs are very clear. There's gonna be trouble, lots of trouble.
I guess it's plain to see that something's coming over me. Once I was fancy free, but now you've captured me. What is this thing about you? Why can't I live without you? I wonder if I shouldn't try to just forget about you. But that is not about to be. I see I'll simply have to suffer the consequences. I let down my defenses. How could this ever happen? Somehow you caught me napping, and this time I know it's for real. Maybe I should run away to some exotic island and stay far away as I can from the flame. Sit and gaze into the ocean till I lose that crazy notion that we two might ever be the same. I guess it's plain to see that something's coming over me. No better explanation. It's not infatuation. Hear what I'm saying, baby. No question and no maybe. This time I know it's for real. Maybe I should run away to some exotic island and stay far away as I can from the flame. Sit and gaze into the ocean till I lose that crazy notion that we two might ever be the same. I guess it's plain to see that something's coming over me. No better explanation. It's not infatuation. Hear what I'm saying, baby. No question and no maybe. This time I know it's for real.